this video is going to be pretty short just because the recording wasn't in there because I started a recording and it was making my shit really laggy. So I'm gonna have to figure out, maybe I have to free up some space or something, but it was making my shit really laggy. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna record this. And unfortunately, I smacked a 2R trade while I was not recording. So let's um let's get into the trade recap. There's not much to it. Pretty simple trade, but let's get after it. To this down one inch. All right, 930. Let's bring it here. All right. What I saw 930 was that Asia came down, then we came up. London, same thing, just straight up. So I was um seeking possibly a New York reversal to play out. Um, Possibly run to these London lows because we didn't even make it to CE of this new week opening gap, which tells us we're weaker, and also the war news. But if we came down first and swept out these relative equal lows and then tapped into this like 15-minute gap here and shot up out of it, I would have took longs and I would have been bullish, kind of just depending on where we pumped off open first, to be honest, because I kind of trade the 930 Judas swing. So yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. And right off open, we just pumped into this regular trading hours gap here. Pump, 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 sweep out this high, and then we just delivered right off. Didn't even get to see of the regular trading hours gap either. So it's like, okay, we're definitely very weak. ES was a lot weaker. ES had came down and inversed this before we even inversed this. Um, I don't have 30-second on here, but I actually did end or off the 30-second inversion, which was probably right here, yeah. So this is my trade. Stops above this fair value gap that we inversed and take profits at these relative equal lows uh, here. On NQ, this is a lot. It was a bigger stop loss and a worse entry point. This is how it looked on MNQ. Filled right at this 30-second inversion. Yeah. Um, just really nice trade. Just barely got us out of there for 1 to 2.5 or 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1, whatever. I don't know why my month looks like this. This trade should be here, this trade should be here, and so on. But start off the week up 530, not bad. Um, Normally on like a funded or something, I'd probably play a little bit more defensively this week, just because I started off so well. But it's an eval, so um, I need a fucking pass. But what is nice about the Lucid accounts is um it's a 1 month, it's a one-time payment, so I don't have to pay a recurring bill, so I'm in no rush to pass. So I'm gonna just take my time with this account because usually I get like wherever halfway through passing, and then I think I'm gonna have to pay the recurring bill. So I end up just fucking trading stupidly, even full porting when we get to like the end. So this account, I'm gonna trade it nice and slow. But then after I pass, um, since I know I'm consistent and I can pull out consistent winning weeks and winning days, probably won't be doing an eval phase anymore. Like I won't actually go through the eval process, and I'll probably just unless like I have to, for some pounds that have the consistency rule or whatever, but I'll probably just full port my evals. And yeah, I probably won't waste any time on there. It'll just be like a business expense. But yeah, pretty simple trade. And that is it. That's one and done for the day. No more trades. I just recorded this, but my audio didn't record, so I'm gonna try this again. But basically what I explained was on these big overnight session days where we move 500 points, the New York session is usually choppier and just more disgusting. Like on the higher time frame, this doesn't look bad actually. Yeah, soup these lows, tap into this gap, and now we're pumping for buy side, but on the lower time frame, this just looks so ugly. We saw buy side here and then came for sell side, but that's literally the only good trade. We've just been chopping in range bound since there, no sense of direction. So yeah, it's more the seek and destroy type of days after a large overnight session move. So there's definitely something to note. Just wanted to kind of come out here and reiterate that. So on these days, like really not targeting like the full draw liquidity, which would have been these London lows, which I didn't target because we had such a large move. So I only targeted this 1 to 2 here. So these relative equal lows that I was confident that we'd come in and at least take out. I didn't want to go 1 to 1 because like entering at such a vulnerable position just to get like this risk to reward, I don't think it was worth it. But yeah, that's the only trade I took today. But I just kind of wanted to come on here and say that and put that out there.